Welcome everybody, my name is Ventura, and if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, how can I get my YouTube video to show up top 5, top 10, number 1, 2, or 3 for my business, right? Because I deal with businesses. You see these guys here? They sit there and they explain what you need to do to make your video number 1 on YouTube. How many people have followed their formulas, right? And nothing. You might be in the top 5, 10, maybe 1 or 2 for like a day, but then it just knocks you straight down and your video gets lost in limbo, right? What it is that these guys here, they tell you the basics. They tell you stuff that, you know, Google gives you that information. If you Google how to go ahead and rank my video, you know, at the top of YouTube search. And I know as a business owner, whether you have a restaurant, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a tour operating company, whatever it is that you sell, right? The information that they give you is more for like YouTubers, for vloggers, somebody who's going to go ahead and make a living off of YouTube, like me or them, right? But they don't understand the businessman's or woman's struggles. They're not trying to be YouTubers. Business owners just want to have their 1 or maybe 2 commercials that they've made about their business. They want it to show up when somebody searches the best restaurant in Chicago, the best seafood restaurant in Chicago, things of that nature, right? And these guys are giving you all these explanations, keywords, and you know, make sure the video's long. They're full of it. They're full of it. One of the everything that these guys, they all sound alike. They all say the same thing. But what they don't tell you is, if you're not a YouTube partner, right? If you don't have longevity, if you don't have consistency on YouTube, and you're not a YouTube partner, this formula right here is not going to get you number 1, right? They're there because they have all these subscribers, they have all these views, so YouTube sees them as significant, and they go ahead and put them in that position. But you don't see them ranking for, let's say, anything in the world. For example, I worked in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for many years, and my job was to make sure that people from the UK, from Canada, from the United States, my job was to make sure that when somebody's going on vacation to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and they're looking, for example, the best breakfast in Puerto Vallarta. Let's see here. I wrote them down just so I wouldn't forget. For example, somebody's, you know, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico is on the Pacific Ocean, and you obviously want to eat some good seafood, right? So obviously you would search the best seafood restaurant in Puerto Vallarta, right? Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Well, my job was to make sure that I put these businesses on the top of YouTube search, because as everybody knows, like they say, you know, a lot of the stuff they say is true, right? But for the business owner that just wants their video or their commercial to show up for their keywords, they don't have time to do all this, you know, upload videos every week or every day, get, you know, 4,000 watch minutes and get 1,000 subscribers. And, you know, so a business owner, that's a pain in the butt. You know, that takes a lot of your time, and you're not trying to be a YouTuber. You're not trying to be a vlogger, and that's what they don't understand. They don't understand, for example, you're a cardiologist, right? You're a chiropractor. You're a lawyer. You just want your commercial out. You know, you're not trying to be a vlogger or YouTuber and spend all your time. You're busy. You're a busy person, you know, doing what you do best, your profession. And that is something that they don't tell you. They don't tell you that if you're not a YouTube partner, the chances of you showing up number 1 on a search engine for YouTube, it's probably not going to happen. No matter, I mean, come on. If it did work, right, their formula worked, I think everybody would be fighting for number 1, and it just doesn't work. unless you have all these subscribers, unless you have all these views, and you have longevity and consistency, everything they say is just like blah, 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 because you're going to keep struggling. Am I lying? Am I lying? How many people have followed their formula and your video's still not up there? Your video, it might have popped up for a minute and then it just, disappeared. So what I'm here to do is I'm here to offer you my services. For example, I worked in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I worked really close with the government, and I became an expert in search engine optimization for YouTube, right? So for example, here, let me give you some quick examples of what you can research to see that I come up top 5, number 1 most of the time for anything that I upload. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be just about SEO and how to make my video number 1 on YouTube. My channel, my SEO gives results in less than 5 minutes. Whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is that is your profession, I guarantee my work. I guarantee 100% that you are going to show up in the top 5 and stay there for years and years and years, right? Here's some proof. I just recently moved to Chicago, right? And here, oh man, the market's wide open for YouTube SEO, for influencers, right? I can get any business in the world number 1 for whatever it is your keyword search is. For example, if you were to search the best criminal attorney in Chicago, now that is a competitive, that is like one of the most competitive keywords in this city, in Chicago. I'd like to see them show up number 1 for that. Well, if you search the best criminal attorney in Chicago, see who's in the top 3 or number 1. I believe it's going to be number 1. The best divorce attorney in Chicago. How about father's rights attorney in Chicago? Also, for example, in New York, there's, I guess they call them boroughs, right? Here in Chicago, there's just so many different neighborhoods. They just call them neighborhoods. I have a buddy who has a restaurant in Lincoln Park, right next to downtown Chicago. And he didn't believe me. I says, man, I'll make sure that if anybody searches Mexican restaurants in Lincoln Park, right? Lincoln Park, Chicago, or Mexican restaurant, the best Mexican restaurant in Lincoln Park, whatever keywords, I come up for different kinds of keywords, not just one keyword. But you'll see, he'll pop up like, boom, right there. Puerto Vallarta, if you search Puerto Vallarta seafood restaurant, you see who comes up number 1. If you search the best breakfast in Puerto Vallarta, right? These are keywords that people are actually searching because they want the best. You go somewhere on vacation, or if I have heart problems, or if I have whatever, the body has so many different specialists. So the best foot surgeon, the best, I don't know the keywords, but whatever the keyword may be, I will get you number 1. Puerto Vallarta horseback riding tours, Puerto Vallarta zipline ATV tours. Let's see. Oh, what made Puerto Vallarta famous in the world, that made them, a top 3 beach destination for Mexico, is these islands called the Marietas Islands, right? In Puerto Vallarta, Nuevo Vallarta, Nayarit, whatever. But when I first discovered the Marietas Islands, I went ahead, and if you search Marietas Islands, Puerto Vallarta, you'll see what comes up number 1. And it's, stuff that I upload on my channel. But also, I wanted to prove that it wasn't just a certain area that I can make you come up number 1. I don't care if you're in Boston. I don't care if you're in California. If you give me your material, you give me your commercial, you give me your spot, doesn't matter how long it is. It could be 7 seconds, it could be 20 minutes, it could be whatever it is, whatever time your commercial is, I'll make it number 1. I'll make it number 1 no matter where you live. You can be in Europe. You can be anywhere. For example, I also just recently did this, the best wedding planners in Cancun, right? I've never worked in Cancun, but I have a friend who's a wedding planner, and I told her, I says, you know what, I'm gonna put you number 1 in Cancun just to prove a point, that whatever I touch turns to gold. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just, stating facts. You don't believe me? Search everything I'm telling you and see if I don't pop up number one. Just yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, a buddy of mine, he's a car dealer. I think he said he's in Tinley Park, Illinois. And I told him, I says, give me a car that you have on your lot that if somebody searched that certain car, model, make, and that it pop up number one. I says, this is a car dealership's dream for somebody to search a certain car and not a certain location, just the certain car, and bam, your location shows up. So he told me, he goes, all right, I have this Toyota Corolla Sport 2017. So I says, all right, so if you wanted to search it, it'd be a Toyota Corolla S or Sport 2017 for sale. You don't even have to put Chicago, Tinley Park, in the world. If somebody in the world is looking for a Toyota Corolla S 2017 for sale, right? In the whole world, you search it, I'm going to make, look what pops up. It's my buddy's face. And he's like, I got a Toyota Corolla for sale. It was just something quick, right? What I'm saying is that you're going to waste your time here. That ain't going to work. Give me your production, whatever it is, whether it's like I said, a few second spot, whether it's a full commercial, you explaining what you do or what you are, I'll make you number one. I'll put you on my channel. My channel got the juice. So, give me, contact me if you're interested. My number is 773. This is a Chicago area code. My number is 773-647-9048. Please, no prank calls, okay? Give serious inquiries. I'll set you up. I'll give you a trial basis. You don't have to give me anything. I'll go ahead and get your product, put you number one before we even talk business, okay? So if you're a business owner, like I said, anywhere in the world, you don't have to be from Chicago, from Puerto Vallarta, from Cancun. Doesn't matter where you live. I will get you number one for your keyword search. I am an SEO expert. There's nobody can do it like I do it. Not even these guys. These guys are just blah, blah, blah. They come up for search engine when you put SEO or YouTube rank, but have them come up for all these keywords that are super competitive keywords. I mean, who would not kill to come out for the best criminal attorney in Chicago? What lawyer would not give his right arm, left arm, give his right arm to show up for that keyword? I mean, that's gold, right? So I'm offering gold. Anybody interested? Like I said, contact me. You can either call me or you can email me at wedidyourhomework@yahoo.com. Okay. Thank you very much for lending me your ear. Hey, these guys are great. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk bad about them, but what I'm saying is that they all have the same message, and they're not going to get you, the business owner, the results you want when you want, right? And like I said, my product stays there for always and forever. So like I said, my name is Ventura. Thank you so much for lending me your ear. And if you're interested in this excellent SEO, nobody can match it. Nobody can match what I do. Like I said, contact me and I'll get you there. I'll get you there in a matter of minutes. You don't have to wait a day. You don't have to wait a week. You don't have to wait a month. I get you there as soon as it uploads on my channel. Okay? So have a wonderful day and thank you very much. Peace.